So we are going to go ahead and jump in and start Siltharian Gambit tonight. So last we left off, there was some revelations made where a certain cohort of Mina broke into the Imperial Palace and stole said Sapphire that the entire enemy army is looking for, and conveniently brought it to you guys. You know, the city that is currently under siege.
So super nice.
Afterwards, there was some heated and intense conversation about what the fuck are we gonna do. On top of that, there was also the revelation that currently the invaders, the ones who are holding the siege, are bringing in a new kind of ammunition for their trebuchets. One that Arcadius had pointed out were the dead. With that in mind, he is saying we need to act quickly and move and do something. But then you also get a mission from Kairaseri, the High Priestess, to rescue a fellow group that was helping you out, who was tasked with destruction of the anti-resurrection sphere surrounding the city. Curran and company, which are currently missing in action and have been for 4 weeks. You discussed some more and eventually decided that you're going to venture out at night and try to do a scouting mission / finding Curran. And we leave off with Malvori Death Touch looking at you, hands on her hips, and saying, well, you know, are we quite ready to go? Or do we need more time?
Suppose as ready as we'll ever be.
If I could, before we head out, I'd like a moment with Emil alone, if that's all right.
It doesn't matter to me, darling. I'll just be right outside. And Malvori heads out of the inn.
Gideon will as well.
Patty will follow.
Arcadius will follow, mumbling, I still think we need to protect this city, but okay.
I'm gonna follow behind Arcadius.
Edel follows.
And Malachi will follow suit.
And as soon as
Yes, sorry. And Skirt will now follow after he remembered.
as soon as Skirt kind of is the last to leave, Emil looks over and goes, well, exciting times, eh? But, yeah.
Yes, exciting is definitely a word for it. Emil, I have to ask, do you truly have this sapphire with you?
It's in the city. It's not on my person right now, but I will bring it for when you return. You said you're coming back with someone who's going to be able to transport you to a location that they can hide said sapphire. So I will go get it, and I will bring it back to the inn and await your return.
Is Mina like absolutely sure this is actually Emil and not like someone in disguise as Emil?
Roll an insight check.
Yeah, 15.
You are pretty confident in his mannerisms and how he's acting that this is the same Emil that you've known since childhood.
Okay. I'll talk to my team about this too, but if they get in, we cannot let them have this. If they get here, you have to get out with that sapphire. Promise me.
If they get in, I'll get out with Sapphire. Yeah, that's pretty easy to do. I'd like to try to see them catch a vampire when he's full of mist, you know.
Fair, I suppose. All right. Well, don't do anything too stupid. And Mina's gonna leave.
Of course not. You just come back safe.
Well,
Same to you, you crazy people with your charging into enemy territory and all this crap. And then he kind of keeps mumbling a little bit as you walk away.
while she's inside talking to Mill, like, I want to just, like, bring up to the rest of the party. I'm like, are we sure we want to leave this stone here? Like, I mean, he seems capable and all that, but, like, are we sure we want to leave it here with the sieges coming? I mean, he may be some vampire man, but, like, he's still one guy.
I can't see us having much of a choice. The other option is
you-
take it with us, and too dangerous.
Right. Would you rather we take it?
I just have trouble trusting people I don't know.
Well, that's
The feeling is mutual, friend.
conundrum, yes. But one person running beats all of us. At least we can have some separation.
Really hope
I
y'all
mean-
are right on this.
He could have taken it at any point. He could have left, but he brought it here.
It's
I
true.
think he's our best option right now.
Did we ever see it?
No.
No.
Then
Supposedly, he brought it here.
I'll put my trust in y'all then, but
I do
everyone
think one of you last session had rolled an insight check to see if he had actually had it, and they rolled pretty high. I think it was Gideon who rolled.
I did inside him once. I don't remember if it was.
Yeah, I think that's what you did. You had incited him to see if he had actually had it, or if he was
Fibbing.
bluffing, or like kind of being boisterous about it. And your roll, I remember, was quite high, and basically proved that. But maybe not proved as in you didn't see it, but like your insight came out to be like, yeah, he's probably got it.
He's
Yeah.
on the level.
Yeah.
he'll just end what he was saying with, I'll put my trust in y'all, but I hope we're all on the same page that if this does go wrong because of this choice, it's on us.
Wouldn't be the first time. Won't be the last time.
I think we all understand the weight of the situation.
Okay. And he'll just shut the fuck up now.
And a few moments later, Mina joins you, and Malvori kind of looks over and goes, all right, are we all ready to go now? And she kind of like pulls out her pipe and goes to kind of light it, and then just, nighttime, can't do that. Kind of pushes it back into her coat.
Well, if Mina's ready, I suppose we are.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm ready.
Operation Rescue the Other Team.
Okay.
Alright.
Rescue the team stronger than us.
Right before we push off, though, I'd say just as we're pushing off, I'll hold Arcadius back. Is this your first time witnessing all this death?
Very close to Mung Hop. Very, very close. I'll just be like, unfortunately, no.
Then you understand you can't save them all.
I understand that, but doesn't mean I can't save any.
On that, we agree. We understand. And I just glance at the party. That's all anyone here wants.
I hope that. I hope that with everything in me.
And then I'll head back, like, catch up with the party.
I'll kind of like stay side by side with him wherever we are going.
All right. So you push forward and you head towards the north wall. And as you kind of approach the north wall, Malvori cuts slightly towards the east and heads to this small grate where there's a trickle of water moving in. Now, this trickle of water, you understand, is used to be part of a stream that was mostly capped because, you know, a waterway and an easy access point. And you see her shift the grating slightly. All right, this is the way. And I won't be much use for this next part, but... well, good luck. Hope I see you all back again. And she clasps her hands together, concentrates for a moment, and you all feel a swarm of shadow surround you, and it's like the dark of night grows darker around you as Malvori's body dissipates into this kind of soft mist. All of you have the effects of Pass Without a Trace.
That's my job, Dad.
On top of that, if you stand still for 1 minute, you will go invisible. But it does take a full minute of not moving.
And then does that invisibility fade as soon as we start moving again?
Yes.
Sweet. Malvori's cool aura.
Yep, basically.
Well, that was the assistance now for the hard part.
Do we know how long the Pass Without a Trace will last?
You do not.
Nope.
You do have a feeling that usually with spells like this and allied kind of spells that there is usually a warning. It's not going to just poof and you're going to be like, well, I'm fucked. Usually there is like a kind of timer that will go off in your brain that will be like, oh, it's we've got like 5 minutes left, guys. So
Well, we better
Gideon
get going while
will
we have
start to
this.
take off, yeah. He'll lead the
Question.
charge.
We have to pass through enemy lines, no?
Correct.
from what you understand, you're going to go into the enemy lines because from the knowledge that you probably that the best guess is that wherever the team is, they're somewhere in the encampment. Most likely.
Okay.
And you do have a few tricks up your sleeve.
Okay. If possible, maybe as we leave, with concern with the city, we can sabotage those bodies they have set up to attack or used to attack.
As tempting as that is, we'd be in big trouble if they found us.
If
Might be
proximity
best-
allows, it'd be nice, but I wouldn't want to risk anyone.
Certainly, I mean, if they happen to be on the way, I don't see we could. If they're on the way, you know, we need
We
to
could
be
see what
we need to
lies
be in and out.
ahead.
Okay, well, we can at least keep in mind if it is on the way.
It's an amiable thought. Suppose if we have the capability, we could.
Can I have a marching order? If you guys
First
don't
for
mind.
show.
Who is?
Gideon.
Of course he is.
Damn it, Gideon.
I want to be in the very back if y'all are cool with that.
I was
No.
going to say either Malachi or if you want to be in the back, that's
I mean, you can walk with me in the back if you want. I just
that might be the case.
once we get
Sure.
pretty
Just to keep
in the middle.
Skirt's going second.
keep the squishies in the middle.
Yeah, how
Probably
do you be in
just-
the middle?
because once we
Yeah,
get
probably
what feels like a mile out, I want to use my primeval awareness.
You are within a mile, so you can use it now.
I'd like to be further than a mile from the city because if I use it, it tracks within a mile radius of me if there's
okay, I
what
see
there
you're
is. So I
saying.
want to
So-
see about how far out they go, and if after another mile I do
Gotcha.
it again.
Okay. So marching order, as far as I understand it: Gideon, Skirt, Hattie, Kettle, Mina, Arcadius, Malachi.
He is.
Munghop, where are you going? I didn't hear where you'd said.
Sorry, I said I fell somewhere in the middle.
Oh, okay. Do you want to be?
I probably would have been closer to the back from my conversation with Arcadius.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would have been following him into the tunnel if
Okay.
anything.
So I'll say Mina, Munghop, Arcadius, Malachi. That work? Can I get a group stealth check as you begin to walk through the fog and the darkness?
We have advantage on this, right?
Plus 10, I think.
You have plus 10.
Oh,
I have
25.
disadvantage on this.
27.
30.
8. Oh, 18. Sorry, 18.
8. How?
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 You got negatives?
you got a negative
This
too.
bitch has the most
24.
negative.
Next time you stay dead. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
You know it's up there.
30
Wow.
for Kettle.
Nice, Malachi.
26.
26
Oh,
now.
yeah.
Not a 31. I rolled 2d20 and
Oh.
I added it up. It's not that.
Oh, I thought it was real good for a second. I was like, damn.
What did you get, Mina? I want to see this
Right.
giant stealth
50.
number I'm about to find.
I rolled an 8, so it's only a
Oh.
29.
Only 20.
Only
29,
almost
yes.
fucking 30.
Only a 29.
I rolled a 7 and got a 24.
To be fair, that's like fucking Ink in his perception checks.
I rolled a
Like,
7, got a
bullshit, guys, it's only
25.
a 90.
Yeah, it's not that great.
All right. So, first leg of your journey goes smoothly. You begin approaching small campfires in the distance as you're approaching this enemy encampment. You see some of the trebuchets lined up as well in the distance, and there are piles of ammunition and arrows. You see some bodies that you're passing of the dead, just from the siege against the walls, right? And you also see markers denoting range that you guys had set up before. I need everyone to also roll a survival check as you attempt in the darkness to dodge the traps you guys had laid with the
We blow ourselves
the
up.
mines.
17.
9. I'm gonna use my inspiration for that one.
All right.
Okay.
Hey.
Placid 20.
I'm gonna go ahead and do this in order. You know, Gideon, what did you roll?
9.
Skirt, what did you roll?
4.
We found them for you guys.
Oh my.
Honey, what did you roll?
12.
Kettle,
A flaccid 20.
Mina,
Oh, a 16.
Munhop,
19.
Arcadius,
17.
and Malachi.
18.
Found them.
So, Malachi, Arcadius, Munghop, and Mina, I guess. How do you stop the rest of your group from just walking into this mine that you all see and clearly nobody else does?
I'll use my staff to shove the
Should
closest
we
person to me,
roll
so I guess
each
mercy.
other off?
Yeah.
Just.
Back.
Actually, in fact, Mina's gonna pull out some rope and be like, "Here, let's hold on to this."
Yeah, I'm just.
tug
I
them
don't
back.
think the organization's a
If
problem.
someone's getting
I'm-
snatched, then we
I mean, I do
will.
have a mask on.
Like like in a shrill but quiet. I'm just be like, "Psst. No. Stop.
No. And Gideon, you kind of like are about to place your foot down, and you look down, and you're like, "Oh,
Oh, I just got that back.
Stop.
yeah, exactly."
Immediately loses it again.
Yeah, and so you just snake through, and you do end up avoiding the mines that you guys have laid out and some of the traps.
I think
as you
it-
get closer.
Just
You are.
Gideon adjusts his mask a little tighter.
Go ahead, and you're not quite a mile out because the distance would be really, really great for the siege, but you are beginning to approach the encampment. So using your primeval awareness,
I want to see just kind of what I gotta feel within a mile of undead.
so
It doesn't
There is-
it doesn't reveal their location or number, which is a bad thing, but
you get
Where is
2 pings from within the city.
Oh, okay.
With-
Never mind. I
with-
think that answered my question.
Yep, there you go, Duro.
Okay.
And being that you had been part of this siege for a little while, you do know that there is a individual within the city, Thalia, who is some sort of necromancer who is beholden by some master. You're not sure which master, but for whatever reason, a life debt or something, this individual, this necromancer kind of lady, is basically working for Kettle.
okay.
You haven't found out much more detail than that, being that you are the newest to the group, but you do know that she, for whatever reason, works for Kettle. Every time
Okay.
you've seen her, she doesn't look happy about it, but does do what she kind of needs to do.
Would I know if vampires are considered undead?
Oh, okay, so never mind. You would have another ping.
Okay. I was gonna say, because I'm trying to figure out, I'm trying to count here. I'm like,
Yeah. So you would get another ping in kind of the opposite direction from the feeling that you would get would be from where you would have felt a meal would probably still be. You feel the group, the numbers in your group, because you also get Fae and Fiend and all that stuff. But you kind of expected the ones with you, so I didn't call them out.
yeah. I'm just trying to
you
get a
do-
sense for anything I'm not
Yeah.
accounted for. And it does not, I don't know if you caught, like, what, it does not give me the location.
No, yeah,
No
that's
location.
why I say like
Okay. Like,
pings,
yeah, like,
because it gives
maybe
you kind
general
of
direction.
general direction, which is why I said like the Emil ping kind of makes sense that way. Like,
But
you
they're
know,
all back
vampire-
toward the city,
yes, or with you,
or with me. So,
because again, it does do like Fae, Fiend, Undead, all those things, right?
So like
So-
one of those RPG little maps, and it's just the light that's shining. In
Yeah,
front of
just
you.
like a whole
that's exactly how it works.
so since I'm like monk hops right in front of me and I don't want to be loud, I'm gonna be like, what did you say the lady's name was? The undead lady?
Her name is Mina.
Is there anyone else in the city you know of that may be less than alive?
Your guess is as good as mine. She's the first of her kind that I've met before.
Oh. Okay. Well, I know that Emil said he'd get a hold of us if anything went wrong, but, you know, there may or may not be someone we're unaware of within the walls or near the walls.
Someone that you're aware of?
I have a sense that there may be someone within the city that we're not aware of.
Bad, right?
I don't know. I don't know, but I don't have a good feeling about it. It's hard to explain it.
I'll pass. I'll pass word along. And then, is it Mina that's right in front of me? I think it's Mina. And
Don't
Nora,
ask me
right?
questions.
Yeah.
Yes, Mina.
Don't ask me questions.
I'm not here
What
for
am I, the TM?
Then I'll whisper into like right behind Mina. Arcadius gets a sense of enemies within the walls or near the walls. You want to let Mercy know. I don't know,
Had-
even in front of her.
Would be
We,
interesting to let Mercy
maybe-
know.
Oh
Do
shit.
we
Hattie,
know
fuck.
what kind of enemy?
I did say unalive.
Oh,
Unalive?
undead.
Undead. Okay. And he was gonna basically just pass it up the line.
Yep.
Hey,
Pass
yes,
it up the line. All the information.
yes, this
comes
down
from
the line. There may be unknown undead figure back in city that we don't know about. That's for that.
How does Arcadius know? What?
Glad you guys know because I'm not going to because Skirt's by me.
Yeah, what does Skirt tell Gideon?
I would love for Skirt to try to play the game of telephones. What did the last
Just
person
say,
tell me?
Patty, what do you
Oh,
think?
am I? Oh, okay, I'm behind Skirt.
Yep.
This leads over and goes, "You're undead," and he goes, "I know."
Skirt, listen close, okay?
Yes.
I need you to repeat something to Gideon and not change it, all right?
Oh, I'm very good at that.
Oh, okay, great. Please tell Gideon Arcadia senses something undead in the city that might not be good.
Okay.
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 She's gonna listen real hard for what Skirt.
Skirt's gonna lean forward, so his beak,
You say, "Get protruded."
Gideon, is right here. Like he's
Roll a
whispering in your
perception
ear with the beak over the shoulder.
Patty, roll a perception check.
And he's going to say,
Natural
Ah.
20.
Oh,
wonderful.
Big
old
ears
today. He's going to lean forward and say, they say that there's some dead in the city that might not be friends. Oh.
Hattie's gonna contact Gideon telepathically.
yeah, I was gonna say, why don't you just contact me directly?
Arcadius has maybe sensed someone in the city that's undead.
Without
what-
breaking a stride, he just goes, "Noted. Thank you, Kurt."
You're very welcome, friend. And he'll just lean back. Kind of gives a thumbs up to head. I got it.
Good job.
You are now.
Did anyone tell Malachi?
Malachi was in the back. Yeah.
I would have turned and told him too. Sorry.
You would have. You are now within probably 70 to 100 feet away from the encampment.
Were we within a mile of that encampment as well when I used that?
Oh, like you would like the first line of defense for that isn't a mile away from the walls. So like you could have used them at the walls and would have been able to approach it,
Alright.
which is why I said like you kind of went halfway, used it, and then you've walked some more.
All right. Because I'm also trying to
yeah.
see what we got in front of us too.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I thought so. You did say you were gonna use it a second time, so I was like, that's why I gave you like you did it halfway. You're gonna do it again.
All right, appreciate it.
Right.
All right.
So now that you're within kind of eye shot range of the encampment, you guys kind of crouch low. And do you use a second?
I got past that.
Yeah,
Let
you still
me,
mess with it.
because I need to see how many spell slots I have, because I don't want to use them all.
So yeah, when we get in range, I'll use Eyes of the Grave. I know we're a little away, but I'll creep
Yeah,
over
it's like
there.
30 feet. So
60.
60? Oh.
No, I'll hold on this one because it'll leave me 3 spell slots if we get into shit.
Okay. Then do you? Do you want to say you used it here instead? Why is my...
Would it still reach the city and give me everything I got before?
Yes.
Then yes, I'd rather use it further than closer.
Okay. The only thing it wouldn't give you would be Emil's location. That's the only one.
Mm,
I'm assuming you're okay with that.
yeah, I'm fine with that.
Okay. When you ping, there are 2 additional directions towards the encampment. One is undead, and it is much further back into the encampment. The other, let me... That's not the right fucking thing. So I actually don't know if you get this one or not.
What so give me a second because I can tell you what my spells do. They're in my class features. Racial traits right there. It is...
Yeah. Okay, you do get it.
Okay.
Aberration.
Yeah, because it's aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead.
You get an aberration.
Okay.
The thing is, normally, you don't know what you found. But you recognize this feeling. You know this. Aberration.
I will, this time, like, so after I've said that, I'm just gonna play it off like, you know, I got those pings and then those came in like after I said what I was saying. Yeah. And I'm just gonna monk hop. Like right on his shoulder, just stop him in his place. Like hard grip. And I'll be like, there's 2 more in front of us.
Just do a sequence of everyone grabbing each other's shoulders.
Yeah. Like, and you can like feel like his hand shaking a little bit, but he's firm on you. He's like, there's 2 more in ahead. And I know one of them.
You know one
I
of them?
feel one of them.
What do you mean? You started off with I know one of them.
It's like a sense of familiarity. Like I've felt this one before. And that doesn't mean good things ahead.
Are you
And
suggesting we flank?
I don't know. I'm putting my trust in y'all.
Yeah, I guess, is it Malvoria leading us?
She
No.
she dipped out.
Yeah, she dipped.
No,
It's Gideon in front.
Already became your shield.
Oh,
Oh yeah, she's the mist around us or whatever, right?
Yep.
And I'm like that fuck this shit kind of feel on your shoulder.
Yeah, man, we're still a good distance away, right? We could probably huddle up for a quick sec.
yeah. Traveler or Malachi will put a hand on Arcadius' shoulder. I'm sure whatever it is, Mr. Arcadius will be able to handle it.
You do not see faith in his face, but he's there.
I can. If this might be where Curran is holed up, I might be able to send a message to him. Have him give me a short reply. Just give us an idea where he is.
he's. It's not like the other ones I sense though. Whatever. The familiar one. It's not like. He's different. It's different. Rather, sorry.
No, you're good. Are we close enough to be seeing movement in the encampment?
Yeah, you see. Make a perception check.
I want to do that too.
Oh, on that note, can Mina use her eye for for detail to see if she can find any like hidden creatures or objects? It's an investigation check.
Go right ahead.
I got a dirty 20 on perception.
Hey, me too.
Yeah.
13 on perception for scared.
Dirty 20 for Arcadius.
I'll just
dirty
creep
20
off to do the eyes of the grave and then come back.
26 on perception, 22 on investigation.
14, I was reading persuasion.
I will have said that I'm sensing further in the encampment, not just right here at the edge that we can see. It's further.
So when you look into the encampment, your perception checks are okay. Other than did somebody get a natural one?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Arcadius must be squeezing the shit out of my throat.
Yeah, Munhop, you're kind of sitting there like,
Where's my shell, bro?
Unleash me. It's like, I don't know how I feel this pain through my shell. But you do see kind of the odd patrol and kind of, for the most part, everybody you're seeing are kind of lackadaisical. They haven't had to deal with an incursion as far as you guys are aware. So there are a few guards out. There's some merriment going around where people are drinking still, even into the wee hours of the morning. With your investigate, what did you get for investigation?
22.
With 22, you don't find any hidden creatures. You do see a few trip alarms of this very thin silver wire around the outskirts of the camp. So you're about 75 to 100 feet away from the camp. This wire, and from what you can tell, runs at about the length of 50 feet from the camp, and it stretches the length of the camp.
Oh.
Go ahead and make an Arcana check for me.
10.
Dark whispers fill your mind. Just soft, just would you like to take some knowledge from the book?
Oh. I'm gonna just roll the die on that one because she's tempted.
You could
yes.
She's gonna resist and say no.
Okay.
Want to flip that coin? Not right now.
All right. You are unsure of what this silver wire could be, other than you think it's some sort of trip.
Okay. Some. Nice. There's a silver wire running around the camp all the way back. I'm pretty sure it's some sort of magical tripwire, but I can't tell what it is.
Oh, me.
It's definitely.
So running all the way back.
Looks like it.
Are any of us able to see this too if she points it out?
When she points it out, you can see it.
All right.
Is it strung up like a tripwire, or?
Yeah.
Is it just going
It's
on-
maybe 3 inches off the ground. And you do see small stakes maybe every 10, 15 feet that are holding it kind of up.
Does it look like they're trying to hide it? Like, is it?
Yeah, you wouldn't have seen it if Mina didn't point it out to you.
What kind of check is that to kind of see if there's anything else about it?
It would still be an Arcana check, and the DC will be higher.
I'm not even going to attempt Arcana.
Can some magically minded people attempt it?
Yeah, the DC is higher for every additional person who tries it.
I'll give it a shot.
Okay.
17.
17. You're not sure. It's like right there on the tip of your tongue. You know this, but for whatever reason, it's just escaping you in this moment.
Mm.
That hurts.
Can Kettle try?
Kettle may try.
Okay, Arcana.
Rolling that 20.
Come on, buddy.
12.
Oh.
It had a 2 in it.
Unfortunately, Kettle, even with your... Well, actually, roll with advantage, because you did fucking grow up in a school of magic, so... Yeah, I'll say you get
Okay.
advantage on this roll.
Got it.
Nope, yeah, well, nope. Sorry.
No fucking clue.
Like,
Wait to try and flip that coin.
Kettle, you're sitting there and you're like, I wonder if I could cook silver.
Yeah, that sounds right.
I have a feeling it'd be an awful metallic taste.
Hey, maybe good for that. There are 2 Warforged in the party.
It's true.
Might enjoy it.
I like it.
I wouldn't mind munching on some silver.
Yeah,
Silver chips.
Where can I get some quick
like spaghetti, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Add some of that flux in there. Ooh,
Yeah.
spicy meatball.
So unfortunately, unless anybody else is willing to try to roll an
Is,
Arcana check,
Is it too late for me to use that coin?
I will let you use the coin at the original DC since you were the first person to do it.
Cool.
I mean,
Well,
Unfortunately, you remember and you kind of you flick the coin, it lands, and you go, "Bitch, I still don't know."
Well,
but at least we know that it's there, so that when we get to it, we can just step over it.
Yeah, we can just step over it.
Well, hopefully there's nothing else about it.
yeah.
If you're worried you can't make the jump, I can fly someone over.
Well, that might be.
I just
It's not that thick. It's a wire. Yeah, it's not like necessarily a jump. It's like it's 3 inches off
Are
the
the-
ground. It's literally it looks like a tripwire that's been hidden.
Are
And now that
tripwires
you
going to
know
be
it's
our
there-
party's arch nemesis from now on?
Yeah, right. I'm gonna just throw all of the tripwires at you guys. It's your version of Critical Role's doors.
Doors, yeah.
Tripwires, got it.
I'm positive it's just a basic tripwire, but it could also be some magic crap.
Yeah, that's what my concern was. Like, if we like pass through it, it's like.
gotta keep them
"Meow,
alarms, bro.
meow."
Yeah.
Do we,
But Skirt is confident it's just a wire.
do
And
we even
Gideon
know
is-
that?
I believe
I
Skirt.
could check it if you want me
Doesn't
to.
give a fuck.
Well, we
Do
got
we
it.
even know
We're
that
still
Curran's in
75
there?
down.
We might need to go around if he ain't there.
Well, I'd want to wait until we're assured of where there are.
Like I said, I could try and send him a message.
Have we gone invisible?
We've been standing here a minute. I hope
Yeah,
so.
we're standing.
Yeah, you're invisible. Yeah, you've been standing here a hot minute, so no one can see you technically that you know of.
Oh,
The DM sees all.
Ah, jeez.
Oh no!
All right, I can ask him, but it's only 25 words.
better than none.
Oh, that's
What are you
sending.
sending?
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Are you using? What are you using?
I could
BRB.
try sending.
Send
Yeah,
it.
I discovered today when I was looking at my spells that I had 6 out of 7 known, and was like, oh, I could learn another spell. Yeah, I forgot about that one. 25 words. Wow, this is hard to.
Yo, Curran, it's your girl.
Okay, she's gonna try to sending to Curran. Curran, it's Hattie. Where are you? We're at the edge of the encampment. There's a tripwire. Is that okay?
That was 15. Right?
Yeah, that's
17.
Oh, with okay at the end.
Yeah, with okay at the end.
You can see she's kind of like squinting, like stumbling, like counting with her fingers.
Two seconds.
Do, do,
Hopefully.
do,
He's alive enough that he can answer.
do.
Can you roll a D100 for me?
Random charts? I love random charts.
I know exactly. Okay.
Hold on, I'm pulling up a D100. 13.
Okay. There's a pause. And it's almost like this sting just behind your ear. Encampment. Trapped in dimensional rift. Tent with aberration guard. Tripwire. Alarm. Avoid. They know. And then the sending cuts.
She's gonna repeat that to everyone. They know. I mean, they know we're here. They know.
Do they know what we have?
They know of the stone.
Make an insight check, Hattie.
Yeah, I would roll with the worst possible situation so that when it's not that, we can rejoice.
Yeah,
That's
Gideon
an
said stone. He was like,
an-
"Yep, let's go pessimist."
8.
With an 8, you're pretty confident considering the fact that Curran doesn't know it's not the stone. That, when it couldn't possibly be that. And that he also doesn't know where you're technically at, so they probably don't know what you're at. He's probably, and this is an 8, thinking that, or letting you know that they know that you reached out to him.
Hell yeah.
Dang it. I think they know that I tried talking to him.
but it wasn't 8, so could be any of the other ones.
I think.
It could be all of the other ones.
I'm not trying to throw you off. It's probably that one.
We're probably fine.
For sake of story.
I mean, it's best if we don't talk about you know what, just in case. But if they knew that I tried, maybe we ought to move somewhere else while we talk.
He's definitely in there.
Stealth mode. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, so kind of
So
just
we-
stealthing back
Yeah,
a little
let's then yeah,
So we
let's
know where the tent is.
let's do a wide circle.
If we can find the creature.
I
The
mean,
aberration.
Arcadius, you said you sensed him, right? Do you know where?
You have a rough direction.
Deep in.
Not
Is
as
there-
deep as the other one.
Oh, not
but
not.
yeah, you will have to go into the encampment.
Yeah, he's
Mm.
within. It's not going to be on the outside.
Let's not
Wonderful.
waste. Let us go. Let us go in.
bit. Do we know if
Are you real quick? Are you guys talking, or did you fall back and then begin talking again?
I assume
I was
we're.
thinking we fell back and then
Yeah,
fell.
Oh, fell back
Okay.
a little first, yeah.
I need everybody to roll another group stealth check for me.
Dun, 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 dun,
Okay.
dun, 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 dun.
Come on, +6, baby. 23.
31.
Let's see.
Oh,
31 as well.
18.
Addie.
28.
Kedal.
21. 22.
You have a +10, Kettle. Remember.
oh, okay then. 12.
Oh no!
It's a nat 1.
Yeah.
Oh, and
Nat
how's
1
that?
doesn't matter.
Yeah. You got any inspiration or anything, buddy?
I used it on my last nat
Just
1.
used it on this last that one.
I know.
So,
Shouldn't have moved.
as you guys are pulling back, Kettle, the strap on your what was it, the chest of preserving or whatever that you carry on your back, the strap snaps and it falls, hitting the ground, making a large clink cludding sound. As you guys all freeze for a moment, you hear, "Oi! Who goes there?" And you see 2 or 3 individuals looking out into the darkness. "Oi! Oi! Get a flare up! Get a flare!" What do you do?
Can I see
Not move.
the
Don't
person
move, we're
who's running for
invisible.
the flare?
We have a minute
You
before we
you
become
move.
invisible.
You're not invisible.
We're
You
not.
have a full minute before you become invisible again.
Damn it.
Can I see the person who's going for the flare?
You see 3 individuals who are looking out, and all you see is one of the 3 individuals looking back into the encampment, shouting to look for a flare, for the flare. You do not see an individual like running or anything like that. You just see somebody shouting.
And we're still about 100 feet off, aren't we?
You're about 100 feet off, yes.
I mean, I could shoot him.
Can I? Fuck, it'll be my last spell, but I
I
could.
could turn into a bear and pretend that it was just me.
Yeah. I like that. We hide behind the
Well,
bear and you be a bear.
That's a good idea.
I could do something that might help. I can make an illusion.
A bear in the forest is natural too.
That's
If
true.
that,
Not in the
well,
forest,
what
though.
kind of illusion?
Turtle bear.
Thing? What would be
I mean, there's a
natural to the
forest nearby, but like you're not on the forest.
Deer caught in the headlights?
What do you do? I need an answer.
You do no illusion.
What's
It's,
that?
nobody's got any spells
I
to
was asking
use.
I mean, I only have one that can help
yeah,
me.
Are there spells, or am I fucking bull rushing it?
All right. Hattie's gonna cast 60 feet away, near, like, in the kind of brushes on the opposite side of we are, closer to him. She's gonna cast Waking Dream, and try to think of a dreamer that is, I guess, human-sized, maybe with armor, like something, like a person. I don't know if she can
Looks like they're soldiers, maybe.
look like a soldier or something. Because he heard clanking, so I feel like armor would be what would make sense.
Okay.
And then once that illusion is there, to tell it to just dart the opposite direction.
We gotta get rid of Flare Guy too.
What's your spell DC? Doesn't matter.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't think.
Doesn't matter.
It could be one.
Okay, I don't think that this has a DC anyway.
It's
so.
yeah, but this is
Oh,
modified rule to see if basically it's more like a deception, but it's using your spell to basically draw his attention from an area he heard a sound, right?
Yeah.
So that's why I said is spell DC. Your spell DC would be your proficiency modifier plus your casting modifier plus 8.
Yeah, it's I think it's 14. I was reading it. It's they can make an intelligence check.
Oh, okay, yeah.
to do it. Yeah, it took me a second.
But doesn't matter. The dude who's turning around like, wait. Oh, you there? And you see him draw and fire a bow out, and he's like, "Go, fuck, missed. Come on then." And
I'm gonna
the
tell that-
three guards follow the waking dream.
Yep, tell him to just go. Brent.
Fired, and I missed.
All right, we gotta go. Move it. Move it.
I would like to take a good look at those guards while they run. And I want to cast Disguise Self, my Gloomwalker stuff, to look just like one of them.
Okay.
And it lasts for an hour.
Yeah. You and your kind of armor pieces and such, you transform into a death elf. And you see his figure, his ears elongate more to look more like Fae, and his skin of Arcadius kind of morphs and warps into this kind of almost sickly, pale, kind of olive almost color. Fingers elongate a little bit more, becoming more Fae-like. And yeah, he's changed. And then you guys begin to enter. Or what are you doing? You said you guys are moving into the encampment now?
As we're walking, I want to see, like, can anyone else replicate this?
I'm gonna use a spell slot to create an experimental elixir for myself and drink it the flight, so it gives me 10 feet of flight movement speed for 10 minutes, just
Hell yeah.
so that I don't trip again. So I'm just kind of floating.
All right. I will say, if I ask for any more stealth checks, go ahead and roll them at advantage. Do you have disadvantage on stealth checks?
I do not.
Okay, then yes. So go ahead and roll stealth checks at advantage for any more stealth checks that I have you guys roll. So you're entering the encampment, and as you guys begin to push into the encampment, this is the perimeter. As you push in, you see tens of thousands of tents. There are hundreds of thousands of soldiers. You knew this coming into this. this is going to be an almost impossible task to move through undetected without any help.
Hmm.
Well, we have one elf, death elf.
Can anyone else replicate this? The rest of us
Get
could
his-
be bound,
Getting
walked
gestures
with.
to his body.
I can.
Really
You can?
If only,
It'll take me about 10 minutes, but can.
if only we had some extra uniforms. I could help.
I have
I
a
can
funny
assure
feeling
you,
there's not a lot of Warforged here.
I'm sure you stealth is not an option for myself.
Gonna be kind of tough for me too.
Skirt's just gonna look around at everyone. He's not even.
He's like, I ain't doing it.
Skirt can fly. They may not
I
be
can.
looking up.
Or if they do, it could be worst case scenario, and he's filled with hundreds of arrows.
That has happened.
Kettle's,
Yes.
Kettle's gonna hold up his little one of his alchemy tools, and he's gonna explain like, I can change how we look, but we would need clothes to sneak in. So he's like, alter self is one of the potion options for an alchemist, but it doesn't change your clothing. So Kettle would become. Does Kettle even wear clothes? Kettle might
Probably
just
not.
be naked if he used it.
Yeah.
Malachi would want to.
Kettle
Can
and
I-
Malachi would both just be naked.
Oh, yep. He'd
Um,
just change shirt. He'd
Yeah.
he'd have armor, naked
Yeah.
with a chain shirt.
He'd be naked with the chain shirt on, and
Or
then
could
Malachi would have whatever armor you're wearing.
It's
other than
split
that,
mail, but
naked.
I'm not.
Split
ho-
mail.
I'm
Naked.
not sure how it works on Warforged because it feels like it's like part of the
Integrated.
Warforged itself, but
Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah,
It
but when you would change your alter self, you change the body. You know what? I don't know actually.
I've always
I'm
played
not
it as
sure.
like the armor
You just
separate.
naked.
The armor separate, even
Yeah,
though it
that's how
becomes
I've done
apart. Okay,
Yeah,
so
'cause
yeah,
it's integrated,
you'd
so
have
they
the
can make it
armor,
under.
and then you'd be naked.
Okay.
All right.
Okay,
So
yeah, that makes sense.
I could try to find some armor. Y'all stay here and work on the potion. You work on your spell. Join me. I don't know.
I can
Maybe.
only make 5.
I also have another trick up my sleeve. A spell that'll cause a lot of damage within a huge radius, but it would sure wake everybody up.
So it's either bliss and chaos or try to do this in silence.
I vote the latter.
We seem to favor the former, but I'm all for the attempt.
I mean, we would
Worst
only
case
need
scenario,
5.
well-
The rest of us could be bound, walked in,
Or distractions.
or distractions.
I can
I
be
can
distracting.
volunteer on that team.
Hey, Kettle.
Yes.
If I remember correctly, there was a time that you had rolled quite high on one of those random or one of the morning d20s I asked for, right? If I remember correctly, you rolled quite high on one. Would you like to cash that in?
Sure. I don't know what
The
it will
DM
do.
asks, you say yes.
Yes.
Always say yes.
No,
there was
I don't want to do anything ever.
There's one roll that I don't remember, that I hadn't used yet. So, cashing that in, we have, or you see from, and it's quite a ways away. In the backside of the formation, you see a massive black dragon appear. Larger than any black dragon you've ever seen before.
Is that
There's his
Kendall's
picture.
verbal response?
That's the Deus Ex. No.
Riding On top of it
Where did you put the picture?
is a in characters.
Thank you.
Riding on top of this black dragon as it lands, there
Wow.
is a figure with, and you can barely make it out, but kind of platinum white hair, shoulder length, with this absolutely brilliantly golden armor, and a halo kind of cresting around their head. You see this figure appear. Does anybody speak Draconic?
I think so.
I believe Skirt does. Hold on a second.
I'd imagine.
Oh, yeah.
I do. The fucking Eric Rogan dogster. Jesus.
Nice.
Loves to fight dragons.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
Skirt, so you're the only one here, and all of you hear this kind of booming voice that shatters across the land, like the whole area. You hear brothers and sisters.
Brothers and sisters.
I am Gabriel, Nephilim, an orc
Gabriel.
demigod of the
Nephilim,
dragons.
And Dimigoo of the dragons.
It's so perfect. I love it.
First
Wow.
child of Sakia.
Something forsaken here.
Go.
Go.
Your dragon flights and leave this battle.
Your dragon
I-
flights and leave this battle.
And my mate
He and his mate.
do not wish to kill all of you.
Could fuck him up.
Did he say those exact words, or
I may be paraphrasing.
did you say Gabriel?
Wait,
Yes, Gabriel. That is
What?
Gabriel.
Zev's Gabriel.
The husband,
Right?
yes. I believe it
Oh,
was husband.
Click. Yeah. Yeah, that's what that is.
Whoa.
And just as you kind of start clicking that, and Gabriel has kind of floated away, this elven, humanish, half-elf shape transforms as well, and you see this appear. Almost a tarnished gold dragon, larger than the black dragon, appears. And as it appears, you see a jet of golden fire erupt and ignite, and you start hearing alarm bells ringing throughout. And you hear
They know we're
almost
here.
almost simultaneously, you begin hearing wing beats of dragons, and looking into the sky, you see dragons beginning to either flee. The majority of them are fleeing. Some, mainly red dragons, are beginning to mount an offense against Gabriel and Zath.
Oh,
Well,
shit.
Kurt, this looks like an opportunity.
If we don't
We're
want
doing it that way, huh?
if we don't want Kieran to get caught in the middle of this, we need to go.
I believe that's
He's in a
arcade.
different dimension of some kind right now, but
I say go chaos mode then. Let's.
Yeah, we've
Blast
already
them
got
hard
the
and-
we've already got the distraction up and running.
well, unfortunately,
help them.
They need to be sleeping for mine to work. But
Oh,
To be fair, the bells are ringing from one side to the other. You could technically cast your spell too, and you would probably still get quite a few people.
Chaos goblins, go!
I really want to use it. I really
You
want
can
to
use it. Use it,
it.
girl.
Yeah,
Alright.
do what you want.
Do it.
Do it. Do it. You won't.
I'm going to.
Some poor man's gonna have the rudest awakening ever.
Mm-hmm.
So, question: a potion of flying. I don't. That's not concentration for me,
No.
right?
No.
Okay. I'm going to use my shadow touched. I'm gonna go invisible. I'm gonna down my potion of flying. I'm gonna immediately go up and look for where this tent is. The big one.
Which tent? Are
Right.
you just looking for
probably.
a big tent, or are you looking for the one specifically Arcadius called out with the aberration?
I'm gonna try to look for that one in the important looking tent in the direction that he pointed. That might look like it stands out.
Roll a perception check at disadvantage.
Yeah.
Do you have dark vision?
I do not.
Then at disadvantage.
Yep.
So the potion of flying I can make, I can make them for anyone, but it would use a spell slot. Did you have one from some other
She had one.
source?
Yeah, she
I
had
had
one.
Oh, okay.
That
I
was
was
from,
like,
our
what
preparation
happened?
phase. Yeah, that's a nice 2. A good
shit.
2.
I'm getting
Chaos
pulled
mode
over.
it
huh?
is.
Oh, they're
You're
pretty
getting pulled
important
over.
looking tents.
She's
Oh.
gonna at least fly a little bit in the direction of where Arcadius kind of said it was. Pick a location 300 feet away that looks important, and she's gonna cast Maddening Dreams.
All right.
Takes me a minute.
So you begin to concentrate. What are you conjuring? What kind of
It
dreams
says
do you conjure?
nightmares of horrible visions, maniacal laughter, guttural animal calls, a shadow that never leaves their periphery, visions of their own death.
Crafty and crap.
Yup.
Yes.
The DC is 31.
Ooh.
I like that DC.
Hey, guess what?
Yep.
Actually, hold on. Most of them fail. Hold on. He succeeds.
While that's happening, I'm just noting to prepare another potion for myself.
Actually, he technically fails, but he's going to use a legendary resistance to pass.
Son of a
Oh,
Red.
jeez.
Legendary resistance.
We're in danger.
That
That's one
is-
down already.
8d8 psychic damage, half on a success.
Go ahead and roll.
Kerblooey. Beautiful.
Good roll.
Hell yeah.
Kinda. 35 damage.
That
Psychic.
brain damage.
So
17 is
after a
half.
minute passes and this psychic damage or this spell goes off, everybody starts hearing throughout a wide area of tents these just terrified and horrific screams, blood-curdling, guttural screams of individuals. And when you look down, Hattie, you see even some of the tent flaps that have flown open as friends come that were awake, flap open tents. You see people writhing in agony in their sleep, still asleep. None of them are awakened.
If they fail, they also take 2 points of exhaustion and have disadvantage on Constitution saving throws until their next long rest.
Goodness.
Well,
That's
I
neat.
need to mark that on somebody.
That is
You
brutal.
Parenthal. That's an 8th level spell.
So say that one more time. So 2
2 points of exhaustion. Disadvantage on Constitution saving throws
Okay.
until their next long rest.
Give me a custom. Oh, that's defenses. Need conditions.
Ever since you gave this to me, I have been waiting. Like, I want to use it.
Vulnerability.
It's cool.
Okay. Nope. That's not what I meant to click. Saving throws. There we go. Manage. Clicky, clicky.
Do it.
It won't work. I'll figure it out later. Disadvantage on con saves, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll fucking figure that out somehow. I don't know how, but I will.
Paper.
Yeah, right. So, there are some screams that they begin and are immediately cut short, as there are some individuals you know pass immediately in their sleep.
Died of fright.
You see a tent flap open, one unassuming, and a armored individual steps forth. And you see bright blue, green flames arcing up from the helm, and it looks up directly at you, and you see Lord Mornbane staring at you, and you know this is the individual who succeeded their saving throw.
Time to go. She flies. She's.
Before you leave, you see just a child at a tent all alone. A tent with no other tents near it. Probably 25, 30 feet by itself. Small child. Patrick. An orphan child who grew up at the orphanage. Look up, reaching a hand towards you, before collapsing back into the tent.
What?
It's a trick, Hattie. It's a trick. Damn it. She's gonna hesitate. She's gonna go back to her group as fast as she possibly can, but she's gonna remember where that tent is.
You all see Hattie fly down to you. Screams happening in the distance.
It's done.
As I said, the latter is typically our style, so we should probably make a move now.
We should go.
Lord Mornbane is there.
Arcadius, are you opposed to flying?
I don't think I've ever flown before, but I don't care.
Well, our friend Kurt here seems to like slaying dragons, so I figure
do.
flying arrows would be good.
Okay.
But just know if you get hurt to return to me as fast as you can.
Okay.
As for me, I'll be going head on, and anyone else can join me.
I'll be fine.
He's already pulling someone else over. Sorry.
So now I'm just going to be one of their team flying around above them.
Well, we would like to get you into the mix as best we can. What better way to deliver you?
Where was that tent? Or did you tell us about the child? You said you came back and told us some stuff.
I haven't.
Okay.
Yeah, I told her. Yeah, I said. Like,
So then my reference is.
Here, but I mean, she was about to like. There's a tent that we have to stop at. One of the kids, one of my kids, is there.
Where?
I think.
How
So-
sure are you that it's one of them?
I don't know. He didn't look like what Grish has done to them. I can't go in by myself. I need help.
We're already on a rescue quest anyways.
What's one more?
I'll help if I can.
Just know the traps are many, and this could be one of them.
So
But
you
I
want
gotta try.
him to carry me? I point at the
Well,
bird.
we want to get you in there as fast as we can, and he seems to.
Can
be
he?
eager to fight
Ooh,
your
we
action.
need speed.
I'm like, can he?
I'm gonna hold off on the potion of speed I have.
Cracked out bird.
Because right now, Arcadius doesn't think he could do it. Like, he's like, can he fly me in? Like, can he hold me?
Oh, I'm gonna grab perch on your shoulders and like, let's go, and we're going for it.
Make that athletics check.
Actually,
Me or
you go.
him?
Him.
Actually, I'm going to try to grab you from a way that you could still shoot your bow.
Just in case.
Grab me by the buttocks.
You mean
I don't
like
need
with
those.
a 50-foot bow?
A 14.
How much do you weigh?
My character
You're probably pretty light, aren't you?
weighs 145 pounds.
Yeah. And you start with whoop, 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 and you start taking off.
My elven hair. Oh.
As you go ahead and roll a perception check for me, Arcadius.
Get a +4. That's a dirty 20.
When you look,
Unless
you
I'm looking
see-
for undead, then I get
No.
advantage.
not undead.
Okay.
You look in the direction of the aberration that you'd felt.
Mm-hmm.
You see a tent that's all alone. 25 or 30 feet before the first tent. And you see a soft red glow. A very familiar ooze. Chazareth. And when you look at it, you feel the connection to your mind. Welcome home, brother. Come. The master awaits. He's got new toys. The death elf. And a very pretty little witch. A wolf in sheep's clothing as well.
Skirt.
Yes.
There. And I'll point to the tent.
Do you want to land outside or go in fast?
You want me to drop you or?
Fuck. Land me near, and then go back and tell
Okay.
the others where I am.
All right. I'm going to swoop down and drop you about in the dead middle of that gap between
The tents.
both, like the tents.
Assuming it hasn't been 10 minutes, Hattie is gonna fly after him.
Yeah, it hasn't been 10 minutes. So you
Traveler-
fly after them.
When-
I will also fly after them.
Well, it's been more than 10 minutes.
Flying. No, it hasn't been 10 minutes yet. for you.
When Skirt
So,
leaves, I'm just gonna stare at that tent and just
yeah, as
slowly
you-
walk toward it.
Almost like as if you've blinked. The red ooze-looking creature disappeared, and you see a small child, maybe 12, 13 years old. Soft chestnut hair, kind of dirt splashes, rags, just staring at you. Hattie, the child looks at you. You recognize Patrick.
Patrick, it's Mama Hattie. Come here, honey. Come here, darling. We're
Is
not
she-
gonna hurt you. This is a friend.
Is she with where I am now?
Yep.
Okay, so I see this too.
Just for what Skirt's doing, he's heading back like he promised. He was told to. And he's just going to scoop down and grab one of the lighter people. And
I think
take
the
him up.
next lightest one would be Gideon, probably.
I don't know. I'm kind of heavy. It might be
Like,
Nina.
Just turn around,
Are
swirl,
you
grab from the
heavy?
shoulders,
Yeah,
and
I'll
go.
have you run around.
I am-
You do have
Go up
that
in
number.
there.
Yeah, it'd be mean to them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I am gonna kind of
I'm
be like
very heavy.
catty corner in front of Hattie while she's calling this kid watching it, like
Meaning
because I
easier to pick 'em
know
just-
it might not
So it
be
takes
what
a
she
few
thinks.
minutes, as this conversation happens, and but you will all eventually make it there as you get shuttled or walked or followed. Hattie, you're calling out to Patrick, and he kind of, Mama Hattie, I've been so alone, so scared. He did things to us.
I know, sweetheart. I know, but we're here now. Just come here. Come away from the tent.
I don't
Not-
think that's quite such a good idea.
When
The others.
There's more of you.
This
In
way.
the-
Patty, remember.
Not there, get it.
Oh, sorry.
can
just
I
forgot.
can
No,
I
no,
use
you're making your way. I'm saying you're making your way. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
can I use my favored enemy
I'm on my way.
ability to try and see if I notice if this child is a living child? It says I have survival checks to track or gain information about my favorite enemy if that's what they are, but I don't know if I would know if they were undead or not. Like, just because it lets me recall information, and maybe I could use that information to just cross-reference, I don't know.
It is alive.
Okay. They're not dead. That might be your kid.
I was hoping you'd say that.
And I still have my bow and my arrow in my hand, like, kind of in front of her, but not in front of her,
Heather.
Heather's here.
Yeah.
All right, just come here a minute. I've got more friends coming, then we'll go get everyone else. All right?
This way, quick, before they notice. And you see the child begin to pull into the tent.
Wait.
Damn it! What?
Wait.
Skirt and Mina arrive next, as the others are still thumping along.
Like I do, I throw my hand out in front of you. I'm like, wait.
Okay,
Yeah,
'cause I
not-
definitely asked Mina the same question. Outside, are we going in fast?
Mina?
Hold on 1 second. I'm trying to remember something that.
Here,
Mina
let me
can
post a
do.
gift of what we'd be doing.
You're gonna let him choose here soon.
So everyone's taking off.
I was
It
just
would
trying to
appear
see
everyone's taking off.
if I make an investigation check, if I can tell if this feels off or weird.
Go right ahead.
That voice said that he was there, right? Or that, like, he was
27?
there? Sorry.
That he was waiting, yes.
Okay.
That you were invited.
Okay.
What do you get?
27.
Comes the DM.
Can you make a wisdom saving throw for me?
Oh.
Oh, fun. Oof, 11. Can I use my coin in this situation?
No.
Damn.
You take 14 points of psychic damage, and so you realize. Well, I will DM you as the last minute of memories is siphoned from you.
Ooh.
And this is what you forgot.
You forgot you were flying.
You forgot you're a vamper.
Gosh.
And how to go potty.
Oh no.
Immediate shits.
You die of sepsis. Roll a new character.
You forget who the party is and just come to existence being carried by a bird.
There you go. Amy.
Malachi would have started running.
Yeah.
The moment Arcadius went in that direction.
So
letting him hold her back, but she's like
Yeah.
eyes
Yeah.
wide, bloodshot, like she's not. Ugh.
so the rest of the group arrive.
Oh, that sucks.
We need to be very.
Yes, it does.
We need to be very careful here.
Careful of what?
Our kids. Are
He's waiting for us.
The
We are invited, in fact.
Can I take this opportunity to use Divine Sense as an action? I can detect good and evil.
You're going to get so many pings.
It's within 60 feet. It's within 60
It's just
feet.
that mini map is just all red.
I forgot one other thing, Amy. For the next 24 hours, when you make an attack, saving throw, or an ability check, roll a d4 and subtract the d4 from your roll.
Dude,
She
That's-
forgot how to fight.
that's dirty.
Ooh. Okay, hold on. Say that one more time.
For the next 24 hours, roll a d4 anytime you roll a ability check, saving throw, or attack roll, and subtract the d4 from it.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
It's like Bane. For 24 hours. That's awful.
Yowza.
Yep. Curiosity killed the cat.
Anyway, what are we doing, party? Now that we've all caught up, we're
I
all
was-
there. Patrick is running to the tent.
I was going to let him cast this thing before I answer them.
Okay, what are we casting?
I was gonna use Divine Sense as an action. I can detect good and evil. I can sense anything affected by the Hollow spell. I doubt that's here. And I can know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet. That is not behind total cover.
So
Mainly it's the good and evil I'm worried about.
the one that you, so you pick up Mina, obviously being undead. Oddly enough, although he looks it, Gideon doesn't ping as undead.
Huh.
Arcadius does.
We're learning things.
He's learning things.
Arcadius does. That's a new one. And you get a smattering of evil around you. 60 feet, right? So behind you and around you and above you a little bit as things are fighting and flying and destroying each other.
Right.
Oddly enough, you get no ping from the tent in front of you.
What?
Seems clear. In my aspect.
Then let's go.
He said he was waiting for us, that we're invited. You said that...
Who was waiting?
The despoiler.
The what?
the despoiler. You said that Kieran was in a different plane or something?
Some kind of dimension, he said.
Can you sense other dimensions?
No.
So be careful. And I will start walking toward that fucking tent at that point.
As soon as he goes, Hattie goes.
Skirt's right there.
I'm here going to do some shit.
And here we go.
And as you step into the amazingness of the tent,
Fucking shaking. Like,
you're gonna have to remove that as soon as you fucking get into this shit.
Remove what?
You'll fucking see.
Oh, is there like a marker?
Yeah. You have to fucking take that shit off.
That 30-foot
What
marker
do you
is
mean
a
there's a
lifesaver.
battle map? It's just a tent, right?
Yeah.
It's a
You
perfect
step
design.
through the tent and you feel for some of you, very familiar rush of planar travel.
Here we go again.
big brain.
Oh shit! Here we go again.
Oh, yeah.
My aura.
And you are standing upon hard stone,
Is this darkness?
looking out. It is.
I can see 60 feet in it.
No, you can't.
Oh my god, it's magic.
Magical darkness.
Never mind. I
As you
noticed
go
this.
through- Yes, you
Points are
noticed
red.
this. However, Arcadius, you are very familiar with this hall. You're heading to the workshop. And you hear an echo. A scream echoing down the halls. Yeah. My puppets are but imitations. They're taught to reflect, not to feel. You see, my dear Tara Lynn, I've mastered the craft of animation. Not the kind you'd find on a wheel. I discarded my heart in artistic pursuits. I apologize for speaking just a touch. I wound up reinventing the wheel, but in turn revolution may spur the evolution as machinations are made real. It seems, my dear Tara Lynn, we have guests. Come on then, to the workshop with you. I feel you. Show them the way, puppet. And you feel whoomp whoomp. And you clutch your chest a little. Make a charisma saving throw for me.
Mm. Okay.
Everybody.
Nope.
Just me?
Arcadius knows.
Oh,
That's-
okay.
Mm. 6.
That is a fail.
Yeah, I know.
Arcadius, your mind gets shunted away, like so many times before. You hear the voice. Why? Arcadius, why?
Sorry.
The rest of you see Arcadius go limp. And then straighten.
Oh, no.
I'm not in
Almost as if-
control.
And then he walks. Stepping into the darkness. And that is where we'll end tonight's session.
Hey.
What? What?
No!